I would like to call the town council meeting of September 18, 2025 to order. Will you please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mary.
Here.
Jenna.
Present.
Here. Annette.
Here.
Bob.
Here. Next up, we have citizen input. Are there any residents wishing to address the council? Hello all. I know we know you, but for the record, we can state your name and address.
Yes, I know, I forgot last time. Nicole Reveliotis, 1325 Deer Creek Drive, Dyer. First, we're here to thank you guys again for letting us have our amazing autism walk here in Dyer. It meant so much to us, and having it here made it so much more special.
Thank you.
And we loved that. I loved all the work all you guys did, Justin, everybody here. You guys were amazing, and thank you again so much for having us. And we want to continue it here because it is Logan's hometown, and this is exactly where it needs to be. And we're also here to speak about the park, and you guys, of course, we have something to say.
Like you said, most of you know who we are, but if you don't, we're Logan's Love Logan Speak. So we're a local 501c3 nonprofit that was founded in 2023. We serve the autism and special need communities in Northwest Indiana, and we honor Logan's memory through advocacy, education, safety, and community.
I'm very excited to be here today to represent my son, Logan, Logan's Love, the special needs community in Dyer and Lake County. Everyone here knows my story, knows my heartache, and also knows I'm here honoring a little boy who touched so many with no words. This year we held our 3rd annual autism walk, and many of you were able to come out and see with your own eyes what a difference we are making. What a difference a community coming together out of love, acceptance, and kindness can do. People came from all over here to Dyer, to Logan's hometown, right where everything began. A tragedy that shook my family, my neighbors, and the town of Dyer. But here's where we can all show all other towns and cities the true meaning of community with this park. We can lead by example by showing others love, compassion, education, human kindness, and a true acceptance. There are many kids here, but not all their needs are met. Doing this park will show your support in all families in our town. It will show your hearts for all of your citizens, not just most. What better place to start than here, Logan's hometown in Dyer. We all should live the Logie way. And I'm going to leave that to you guys, and I hope you guys, what the question is, do you support autism? So we're hoping you guys do, and we all stand together as one and do this for our children, for our community.
And I just wanted to add that in Lake County, there's an estimated 65,000 individuals with disabilities, and those are people that are diagnosed and registered. So there's likely more than that. It affects people across the lifespan, and it is one social identity that anybody could join at any given time in your life. And there's more than 2,000 people with disabilities living here in Dyer. So to be able to do something that will include everybody is going to benefit Dyer as a town.
We expect Dyer as Logan's hometown to lead by example. Let's show everyone what intentional inclusion looks like. We envision it as a community hub where everyone can play together, not just those who fit a certain mold.
Saying that it's boundless means using universal design. Universal design makes play and spaces available to everyone, not just people that fit a specific mold. It's going to be accessible to everybody from the get-go, from the start, with as little adaptations and accommodations as needed, because it's going to be thought of as for everybody from the beginning, and that's the Logie way. Eliana, do you want to talk about being a mom?
As a special needs mom of a 14-year-old autistic boy that's limited verbal, I kind of wanted to just explain for a second how isolating it can be at typical parks. The older your child gets, the bigger they get. You have neurotypical children's parents not really liking that, and it can cause for some very uncomfortable situations. And for the children too. And we're trying to be as inclusive as possible. Sometimes that's bumps in the road. You don't know what you don't know. And children don't know what they haven't been introduced to. So sometimes when you have a 20-something-year-old that's stimming, that can be very scary to a neurotypical 5, 6, 7-year-old that gets the parent a little upset themselves because they may not understand. So it goes beyond just even having, it goes beyond the kids. It's the whole family unit, people feeling comfortable. I think sometimes neurotypical people don't understand how hard it truly is to just do typical things. For not just the person that has it, but the family too. There's a lot of fights you have to battle. You have to always continually educate everyone, and it gets exhausting. So to have a place, especially close to Tri-Town, I'm a Cheryl resident, to be able to bring my son and just walk in and immediately be comfortable. No one's looking at him. I don't have to argue with anyone. I don't have to explain. I can sit and he can play. And, you know, all the other families get it. And what a wonderful way to network with other new families.
And just to build on that, having an inclusive space introduces people to disabilities in a safe and inclusive way so that we can reduce stigma over the course of time. So in closing, we really think that the town of Dyer, which is Logan's hometown, should lead by example and create a space where everyone belongs. And we're happy to answer any questions that anybody has.
Thank you. So we hope you guys convinced you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll definitely keep you in the loop on all this. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, sir.
How are
Name and
you?
address
Most
for
of
the
you
record.
guys know me. If you don't, Sean Pelosa, 2607 Lakewood Drive. I've been in Dyer for 24 years. And a couple of concerns that are in my neighborhood. One, I noticed a proliferation of both non-licensed, non-headlighted, non-taillighted motorcycles, off-road type motorcycles going through the neighborhood. Sometimes it's at a slow rate of speed, sometimes it's higher. The main concern for me is that where my house is situated is close to South Street, and a lot of vehicles that go through the neighborhood don't stop at South Street very well. They also, most of the offenders might be the neighbors, but that does happen. There's also, as they become more popular, more affordable, I've noticed what we call e-bikes. And the children that are on those are much under the driving age, but yet they treat them, the streets that we have around our neighborhood, as a street, and they use it for high-speed access to get around, or maybe they're late for dinner, but not all of them have lights on them. So my concern is as it gets darker out, that they're gonna be hit by someone who doesn't want to stop for that stop sign. I'm not sure. In our neighborhood there, in that section, there are no sidewalks, so they don't have a viable alternative, which may or may not be legal to be on a sidewalk. I don't know, but my concern is for their safety, and not to mention someone else's child who might be outside playing. The other concern I have that I noticed is that I'm not sure what the development is called, but I believe it's where the new Dunkin' Donuts is going in, possibly over here, the new
Right.
development there. I noticed that the striping on the driveway, originally I was explained to it was gonna be a right in, right out, and now as I know, there's a left turn lane that's striped for an exit. I've seen people trying to exit the speedway and cause all kinds of problems with traffic and stuff like that. And I'm afraid that having a left exit there will do the same thing. So I would be personally against that.
Okay.
So I just wanted to bring that to the council's attention and let them know that it is noticed, and I'm not for that, because I'm just afraid it's gonna cause problems for everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for coming out. Any further citizen input? Next, I'll be looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda. That too?
You're up.
Slip something in there, agenda?
I'll make a
Uh,
motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second that.
Motion second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Next up, announcements. We have a special town council meeting on October 2nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. This will be the 2026 budget public hearing. Next up, we have our trick or treat hours on Friday, October 31st. Sounds like those will be from 4 until 8 p.m. Next, we have the fire department open house on October 18th, 2025 from 12 to 4 at Fire Station 19. Chief Martin, do you have anything to speak on that now, or would you like to wait for your report?
Whatever you need.
Okay. We'll wait for your report.
We'll wait for your report.
Next up, we have several proclamations. The first one I will read. What I would like to do is I would like to read, have these proclamations read, and then we will vote to put them into the record. The first one being the National C-Tracks Sea Train Week. Whereas C-Tracks Think Train Week is to be held across the US from September 15th to September 21st, 2025. Whereas 2,252 rail grade crossing collisions resulting in 749 personal injuries were responsible for 268 fatalities in the United States during 2024. And whereas 1,465 pedestrian trespassing casualties have occurred in the United States, resulting in 821 pedestrians being killed and another 644 injured while trespassing on railroad property rights of way during 2024. And whereas educating and informing the public about rail safety, reminding the public that railroad right-of-ways are private property, enhancing public awareness of the dangers associated with highway rail grade crossings, ensuring pedestrians and motorists are looking and listening while near railways, and obeying established traffic laws will reduce the number of avoidable fatalities and injuries caused by incidents involving trains and citizens. And whereas the International Association of Chiefs of Police, National Operation Lifesaver, Inc., United States Department of Transportation, and all local, state, county, and railroad law enforcement officers, first responders, and railroad corporations commit to partnering together in an effort to educate at a national level all aspects of railroad safety, to enforce applicable laws in support of National C-Tracks Think Train Week. Therefore, Dyer, Indiana, the town council hereby attests our full support proclaiming September 15th through 21st, 2025, National C-Tracks Think Train Week. And I encourage all citizens to recognize the importance of rail safety education. Next up, we have a proclamation for Constitution Week, and I believe Councilwoman Tanis would like to.
Are we going to approve these all at once?
All at once.
Constitution Week. September the 17th, 2024 marks the 236th anniversary of the signing of the Constitution of the United States by the Constitutional Convention. This is 2025. It's really, I did some research and it's really 239 years, but that's okay. Led by James Madison, George Washington, and Benjamin Franklin, these brilliant men created a new form of government that became the standard for self-government to the world. It is the privilege and the duty of the American people to commemorate the anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties. Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now, therefore, the Town Council of the Town of Dyer, Indiana, does hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through the 23rd, 2025 as Constitution Week and urges all citizens to reflect on the privilege of being an American with all the rights and responsibilities which the privilege involves. Adopted and proclaimed by the Town Council of the Town of Dyer, Indiana, this 18th day of September, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Councilwoman Tim, would you read the Police Appreciation Day proclamation?
Certainly, thank you. A proclamation supporting our police department and Police Appreciation Day and all matters related thereto. Whereas the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, has been advised by the Chief of Police and the Police Commission of that town to adopt the proclamation which supports our police department and recognizes that its officers are a vital part of our daily lives. And whereas the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, has reviewed said recommendations of the Chief of Police and the Police Commission, and whereas the Indiana Home Rule Statute IC 36-1-3 authorizes a municipality to adopt proclamation prescribing a specific manner of operation or policymaking by a city or town. And whereas the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, having reviewed and considered all recommendations and being duly advised, now concurs that it is advisable, necessary, appropriate, and in the best interest of the residents of Dyer, Indiana, to adopt a proclamation which supports our police department and recognizes that its officers are a vital part of our daily lives. Now therefore, be it resolved by the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, as follows. Section 1, that the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, representing the citizens and voters of Dyer, Indiana, supports our police department and recognizes that its officers are a vital part of our daily lives. Section 2, that the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, is dedicating September 25th, 2025 as Police Appreciation Day in association with their efforts in placing their lives in danger every day to protect the citizens of the town of Dyer. Section 3, that this proclamation shall take effect and be in full force and effect from after its passage and the approval by the Dyer Town Council, Lake County, Indiana, in conformance with applicable law.
Thank you very much. I will.
Before you make a motion, do you want to amend the Constitution Week to change 2024 to 2025? And the Police Appreciation to change Police Commission to Safety Board? And these are just proclamations, but
Make that motion.
I'll second that.
Have a motion to amend and accept. And a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna. Aye. Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Next up, reports. Town Council. We'll start with Ward 2, Councilwoman Tim.
Thank you, President Starkey. I think because I'm Ward 2 and I'm starting all the time, I apologize. It seems like heartfelt condolences happen every time I've been up here. But it's very important that we remember with our prayers and condolences to the families of Jim Ludwig and Charlie Kirk. May we pause and take in the brevity and gift each day and those we love. It's Constitution Week. The power under the Constitution will always be in the people. It is entrusted for certain defined purposes and for certain limited periods to representatives of their own choosing. And whenever it is executed contrary to their interest or not agreeable to their wishes, their servants can and undoubtedly will be recalled. May this town council be seen and known as public servants. I have a few pocket constitutions if someone doesn't have one. Mary Tanis and I are teachers, so we have constitutions everywhere we go. Well, Pheasant Hills is the place to be. I won't rain on your parade, Justin, but Saturday. Justin will give you the details, but I'm encouraging you to stop by the South Pavilion and see the amazing work that Dyer and Bloom has done at the Stormwater Garden there. If you've ever gone by there, there's a beautiful statue, a beautiful park, but it looked like a very unkept area. And now it is fabulous. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. And these are volunteers that put in, I bet there's at least 100 hours there. There's no doubt in my mind. That's so much work. But I'm encouraging you to stop by. And when you're done with that, go over to the Historical Volunteer Committees and the Historical Preservations booth. Spin the wheel of Dyer, learn a new fact about Dyer, and win a prize. David Halechko is our volunteer. He's the president of our Volunteer Historical Society. He is amazing. You need to stop by and talk to this young man. He is so on fire for every new thing he learns about Dyer. It's contagious. It's very fun. He would love to share a fact with you, and it's worth a stop. I'll see you there. Thank you, President Stark.
Thank you very much. Next up, Ward 3, Councilwoman Grisbich.
Keep up the great work, everybody. I have no other report to make. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up, Ward 4, Councilwoman Tanis.
Ward 4, this morning, we had a NERC meeting involving executive session, but we were also gifted by the fact that we had Mr. Lissick, who told us all about electric vehicles. And it's really great that we hear today, that there's concern about it. And after that, after the presentation, they invited us out to the parking lot. Well, they had all kinds of electric vehicles. I did discuss that our number one concern as elected officials is security, and that we need to make sure that people are being safe with these electric vehicles. And everybody agreed with me at that meeting. Afterward, there was a presentation, so I went outside and looked at all the electric bikes and so forth. But again, it was a good discussion with people throughout all the counties about safety. And not only that, I mean, they're even talking about golf carts, that their safety, and what is the resolution? There's going to be a meeting at IU Northwest in the next couple of weeks that I was invited to specifically, because we're going to be talking about that. What do we need to do to make everybody safe? And it's not just the people that are riding the bikes, it's everybody, it's the pedestrians too. And so I will be attending that as well. It was really an important day. Second thing I want to bring your attention to is all the beautiful mums that we have out in the front. And those mums are from Lake County Community Services that the town purchased. And that particular group will take the funds from the sale of the mums and they donate that to people who don't have enough money for their meals at the township center or out in Crown Point when they have meals every day. And then it also helps people who are on those buses. When I know everybody sees the buses for Lake County Community Services, if a person needs a ride to the doctor or whatever to see their loved one in the hospital, they usually charge $2 for the ride to that particular place. And if they don't have it, the funds from that go to that. So this is a really good purpose. The AIM legislative group is going to be meeting October the 2nd. And it's going to be the first day that we're all getting together because we're kind of looking forward to see what's going on for the legislative session coming up. It's a short session. There's no budget involved, but we're anxious to see some of the things that have come up in the last year. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up, Ward 5, Councilwoman Ludwig.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Just a couple things. First thing, I was unable to make the parks meeting, so I don't have a report on that. I'll leave it up to Justin. I was at the safety meeting. I'll leave it up to both of you. But it was nice to see the swearing in of the probation officer, Andrea Martinez. Another female added. Thanks to both of you for great leadership and all you do. Every time I go to a safety meeting, there's always something new, and I just want to say great job. And also to you, Chief Martin, for your recognition from the University of Chicago. you just keep on and on, both of you. It's so easy to go to these meetings and hear, and it's so nice to hear all these recognitions, and great job to both of you. Also, I have just a brief, I just want to read this out, and I promise. But I would like to extend my appreciation to everyone that has been there for me and my family during this difficult time. Try to stay with it. We are more than grateful to all the people that have reached out and sent flowers or cards. We are overwhelmed with the support, and I cannot say thank you enough to everyone. Thank you. That's it. Sorry again.
Next up, we have clerk treasurer's report.
I have some donations and then I have one more thing after that. I have to the fire chief discretion, $620. And to the police chief's discretion, $20, and for K9, $70, if you can accept those.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept those donations.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette.
Hi.
Aye.
I want to thank my staff for the last 6 weeks of coming in. 2 of them, we changed times every day. Somebody else was coming in at 6:30 in the morning, and for the police doing drive-bys to make sure that we're all protected for coming in that early in the morning, do the state board of accounts. We are done with the 6:30 shifts. We'll just be at our normal times coming in now, and state board will be in and out, but they're not here on Friday or Monday. So we're winding down. Our meeting will be October 1st. And they'll be sending out a notice for that. For our exit. But I want to thank my staff. They worked there. Everybody put in 110% or better.
Thank you very much. Next up, town manager.
Thank you. As was mentioned earlier, the mums, I want to give some credit to Tammy in our office who organized to get those mums delivered and get them planted out front. They do add a little bit of color to the front. It's a nice project. Great fund that it went to with their efforts out there for transportation. So the Ethics Summit, October 30th. Boards, staff, volunteers are all welcome. It's October 30th, Ethics Summit. Need to sign up by October 17th. So we will be we're planning on a couple from each department, but we need a little closer time to make sure with schedules and everything. I do want to give some kudos to Assistant Town Manager Frank. During this time of budget and bond, he's been pulled in many different directions. For them to be landing at about the same time, he's just amazing behind the scenes. If it's not running down the hallways to help everybody else, it's putting together some of our figures. Yes. So, including Debbie's office for tightening up and doing through the audit. So there's a lot of people that come together and make these numbers work, but just wanted to make some public noise. I know he loves the public recognition. And then the electric bikes, I talked to NERC this morning as well. There's 3 classes of bikes, so NERC identifies them. I'm working with Chief Alcott to kind of put something together. Class 1 and 2 are treated exactly like pedal bikes, so they would have the exact same rules that we have in our ordinances already. It's the class 3 bikes that are ones that seem to be causing the problems, and those are the ones that are motor assisted that go 28 plus miles an hour. So there's some regulations on those. So I figured we'd start with NERC and see what their guidelines are on the pedestrian trails, and kind of see if we can look at our ordinances and see where we need to maybe add some language or not. So good resource there is NERC. That's all I have to add.
But it was a tough time during this last 6 weeks because budgets are going on, state board of accounts are in, and everybody pulled together as a great team.
Thank you. Next up, town attorney.
Sure, we are moving slowly but steadily toward a closing date for our 2025 GO bonds. We have a closing date of September 30th for the Moeller Street property. We are in discussions with Norfolk Southern, which are slow and laborious about the potential right of way for the Penzi Trail. I will not comment on the status of those as they are pending. And then just if I can get on my soapbox a little, talking about pocket constitutions, Justice Scalia remarked several decades ago that the Soviet Constitution was fair. It put our Constitution to shame if you read it, but it was completely meaningless because nobody followed what it said. So it's not just about what the paper says, it's about what's in our hearts and whether we're willing to follow it.
What you do.
And you up here have a special responsibility as elected officials. So I will dismount my soapbox and conclude my report that way.
Thank you. Next up, department heads, we will start with Public Works.
This past Saturday, we had our annual open house at the Public Works. It started off a little slow due to the rain. But it went well after that. So again, we had around 30 visitors. Feedback was very positive. I think everyone enjoyed their time there and as well as all of my guys enjoyed presenting the complex and the tours and such like that. So it was a real good event. The sidewalk along Calumet Avenue from the Jewel entrance to US 30 is done. There's some restoration that still needs to be taken care of. So that portion is complete. Niece is currently working on design plans for the crosswalk that'll go across US 30 at that corner, as well as the sidewalk that'll continue east towards Meredith Way and stuff like that. And that includes some push button signals and stuff like that. So that's going to be done next year, but again, at least those plans are being drafted up and worked on right now. There's a fall concrete repair project list out right now for quotations. So again, that's fixing, potential trip hazards and curbs throughout the town. Once those quotes are in, we'll get that scheduled and get it all done before the end of October. And that includes also the areas that were being done through the street road projects and stuff. Anything that's that concrete needs to be done, we'll have that all done before Halloween, so there's a safe walking paths for the kids and such. And then as a reminder, leaf removal will be starting in mid-October. So again, that will continue through to December. So again, leaves are already starting to fall a little bit. So but we will be out there to start picking those leaves up in again mid-October and through all the November. So that is my report. Any questions?
No question. I just want to comment that my family and I went to the Public Works open house and just really enjoyed it.
I'm glad.
It's just amazing to see how diligent and passionate you guys are over there.
We are very passionate about it. Yes.
There's a lot that goes on that people don't know about, and when it's all working great, nobody says anything, but then when something breaks, then everybody says something. So it's
we enjoy it. Again. We enjoy showing it off, and again, we had 4 individuals showing up because again, it's a little area of the town that everybody should see. So
I'd like to echo that as well. I attended the open house and I want to say that the crew there was so passionate about their jobs. It was amazing to see a very great group. Very talented, absolutely talented. And the residents that were there just couldn't speak highly enough. So great job. Kudos.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I also would like to share that, you didn't make the big announcement. I was leaving it to you, but the new street sweeper has arrived.
That is right.
So it'll be on this, it'll be in service.
It may have been already about today.
Okay, so it's a new street sweeper and it will replace the 25-year-old
14, 15, actually, I think it was a 2014, but it
look a lot older.
It looks a lot older, yes. So,
but it's the new and improved model, so we should be seeing some difference there on the streets.
First area we're gonna actually work on is US 30 and Calumet Avenue, just to test out some areas that are a little bit more gravel and such like that. So, thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Parks Department.
So for our projects, Conwood and Heritage Estates park improvements, we had a walkthrough this past month. There were minimal issues. There was a grading issue over at Heritage Estates, and then there was mostly seed germination that we're gonna have to wait on. So we'll revisit those over the coming weeks. The Central Park and Infrastructure Project, they completed successfully their manual testing, so that's all completed and we're scheduling a walkthrough here in the next couple weeks to walk through to see if there's any punch list items that need to be addressed. Northgate parking lot resurfaced. We had a public meeting on Wednesday, August 20th at 10:01 a.m. where the 3 bids were submitted. Milestone Contractors was the lowest bid at $208,041.75. Contracts have been signed and they will be told to commence work shortly. I believe we had a pre-construction meeting. They talked about starting in the next week or two. So that's a pretty quick project. Should only take no more than, I think, a week or so to get it done once they do begin the work. So that's good because that parking lot really needs to be touched up pretty badly. Activities, we have our Fall Fest, as Councilmember Tim mentioned, on our Fall Family Fest, which is this Saturday from 12 to 5 p.m. There's gonna be 2 musical acts. We have food vendors, fall themed games. We have a kids zone with some different bounce houses. There's gonna be a petting zoo and a magic show this year that we added. So the magic show is gonna be in between the acts, but the petting zoo is a very interesting ad and we're excited about that. And then I'm gonna touch a little bit on our Halloween events we have coming up. Our 25th annual Halloween parade is on Sunday, October 19th at Pheasant Hills Park. We're asking all registered participants to arrive at 1:30 p.m. We have our Fright and Lights, which is a flashlight Halloween hunt for children aged 6 to 12. And then our Mini Lights, which is a flashlight Halloween hunt designed for children 2 to 5. Volunteer committees, Dyer and Bloom met on September 2nd to discuss a variety of topics. They've completed maintenance and improvements in various areas, namely the rain garden, which Councilmember Tim talked about. They also discussed member outreach opportunities. They're looking for different ways to attract membership and address some procedural changes to their curb appeal award process. The next meeting is going to be October 7th at 2:30 p.m. in this room. Dyer Summerfest Committee, they're going to fulfill their reporting obligation at the next park board meeting in October. I expect they're going to meet sometime in November to start planning the 26th event. And that's all I have for my report. And also I have a Director of Operations report that I was going to read. So if there's any questions on the park stuff, we have the answer.
Go for operation.
Okay. So the Plan Commission meeting was canceled for August 15th. Panda Express will be at the September meeting for their primary plat approval. They are currently under site plan review. The Stormwater Board currently has Sandy Ridge Detention Project out to bid. Bids are due on September 24th, and hopefully we'll award a contract at the October 1st meeting. This project will be constructed next to the Sandy Ridge Park. There will be no disruption to the park area. BZA held their meeting on Tuesday, September 2nd. They forwarded favorable recommendations for 2 different petitions, one for a drive-through for Panda Express and the other also a drive-through for a Shell gas station. You will rule on these 2 petitions later in the meeting. Code enforcement had 537 calls for service in the month of August. We had 2 new businesses for the month of August. New B LLC DBA Four Seasons Spa, new owners at 1060 Joliet Street, and Dr. Geisler's Hearing Center Incorporated, 1001 Main Street. That's all he has to report.
If Brian had a sense of humor, he would have had to say all sorts of things.
Yeah.
For those. Next up, Chief Martin.
Yes, for the month of August, we had 178 total calls for service at 1,055 hours of training and logged 26 fire and life safety inspections. Continued all of our community risk reduction initiatives. As Vice President Ludwig mentioned, we received a lot of praise and kudos from the University of Chicago on August 20th and 26th. A lot of our personnel were rotating out both of those days. We had an amazing opportunity to go through the University of Chicago Simulations Lab. We did that in conjunction with UCAN, University of Chicago, our medical network. Unfortunately, when they land in our community, it's always for a bad thing. They are the University of Chicago Sim Labs is cutting edge of medicine, things that we never get the opportunity to do. We were actually first department ever in the area to be able to go there and do that. So huge opportunity. We're glad that we have that partnership, and it was really cool to hear how much they learned from our staff, as well as what we learned from their staff. As President Starkey mentioned, our open house is October 18th. Lieutenant Bonk and his group do a great job putting this on yearly. Everybody knows we're very big on community risk reduction and education for the public of all ages. And, we have, I mean, I would not list everybody that's there, but the basic ones, Lake County Sheriff's there, kids ID cards all the way to Logan's Love and Project Lifesaver and bike helmets for the kids. So there's a lot of giveaways that deal with safety. But more importantly, it's an educational atmosphere. So the guys do a great job and knock it out of the park every year, and I just stay out of their way and let them do their thing. So please, hopefully it's going to be nice sunny weather. Thank you to Director Gerbic for giving us the whole park that day. We appreciate that. So we look forward to seeing everybody out there. And it's not just for the kiddos to do fun stuff. It's also to educate anybody regardless of age. We have a lot of people there, stroke centers there to talk about, identification of heart attack, stroke, and things that you could put in place in your own lifestyles to prevent that. So I think they do a great job with that every year. Also, couple really cool awards to announce. Chief Hemrick was named the 2025 Albert Diamond Jeweler Hero Award. Everybody knows, I don't have to go on a tangent about him. Everybody knows what Scott does for our agency. It's incredible. We found out last week and tomorrow we'll be going down to Indianapolis. So last year through the state of Indiana, we had the state firefighter of the year, fire instructor of the year, and EMT of the year. So we're actually back to back. We have the state firefighter of the year for the entire state once again from the Dyer Fire Department. That's Mitch Crooker. And Scott is very mad at me because he is actually the fire officer of the year for the entire state of Indiana. So 2 years running, we had some really cool opportunities to be able to send some guys down to Indianapolis and get some huge accolades. And I think it speaks volumes about what our agency's been doing over the years. That when you say it's one in the state, we get a 2 years in a row with multiple winners. That's pretty cool. So speaks volumes about the people that we employ in the agency, and they make me look like I know what I'm doing. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have the police department.
For the month of August, the police department had 687 incidences, 42 arrests, 15 accidents, 159 citations, 296 warnings, and 399 traffic stops. As mentioned earlier about the Appreciation Day on the 25th, there will also be Appreciation Night. It's an annual parade that ends in the halls of St. George, where they honor police officers and have a little banquet. All are invited. You'll see the parade. The starting point was always at Lake Central. This year, it's going to be, the staging area is going to be at 231st and Parish, because they are going to start us at the new St. John Event Center, where they're honoring Detective Aaron Antmeyer. At that time, it would start at 6 p.m. Also, our new applicant testing will be this Saturday at Kaler, where we do our physical agility and our written test. We'll be at 8 a.m. There's for testing to start a new hire list. As Manager Hines said, Dave Hines said earlier, he and I are working on the e-bike situation because we've been getting a lot of complaints, and it's something new and everybody's using them, to see exactly what we can do and can't do because of the level of bikes and the speeds. But the level 1 and 2s, everything's the same as a bicycle. And the 3s we're gonna get into, but we're working on any drafting of new ordinances once we go through NERC's, how they have it. But as Dave covered that earlier, I do not have anything else at this time.
Thank you very much. Road projects, Neil.
Good evening.
Evening, good evening.
The item you mentioned earlier about downtown Cherville and those islands, I had a chance to talk to their director of public works, and they did all that in-house. So I think we'd be very comfortable with putting all of this on Jeff's shoulders and letting that go through the annual contract process. But that's how they did it so quick, and from what I understand, reasonably economically. So they did a lot of the cutout and then had the contractors come in and excuse me, pour the concrete and do the asphalt. For road projects, we get the 2024-2. We just have a few punch list items remaining. That's the 212th place from Harrison to Madison. Pazer report, been working with Frank and Dave and Brian. There are starting in 26, numerous more certifications and requirements. I believe those came out of that state bill, Senate, House bill. But that doesn't impact what we have for this year, which will be on schedule for probably October, and then we'll submit that prior to the December 1st deadline. So we'll be compliant for the CCMG going forward to next year. The CCMG for 2026 is now open on October 1st. They are now only doing one call a year because obviously you've seen the reduction in funds that they're allowing municipalities to apply for. So we do have recommendations for the selected list with direction and input from the town admin, and we will prepare that application to start on October 1st and hopefully have the award, I would imagine, towards Christmas time, maybe a little bit after, and then we'll get working on that in the springtime. And then the 2025-1 CCMG, we had 28 road segments, full $1.5 million was awarded. And of the 28 segments, we have 6 left to be completed, and those are generally in the Sandy Ridge and Castlewood areas. And I'll just speak to it now if you're okay with it. Later on the agenda, Debbie brought to our attention, the State Board of Accounts had noticed that we were not current on our general services contract. So not only have that for your submission, but we will be updating that annually going forward to make sure we have full compliance and no potential issues.
But thanks for teaching me that even though they sign off on other contracts, when it comes to CCMG, there is a code that I never knew about.
Yeah, and as Dave mentioned earlier, the general vast majority of the work we do is all on defined scope, not to exceed for larger projects, but there's always, something small like what we're working on with Calumet Avenue and the bridge approaches, but we want to make sure at the end of the day, we're doing the right things. That's, full transparency. So I already got a calendar date set for December 15th, going through 2034. That's as far as they let me go. Any questions?
Maybe a good time to add about the dip that we're working with.
Yeah, what we looked at is Dave and Frank had brought it up a few weeks back. So Mike in our office met with Jeff, got the plans from INDOT for that project, which is directly on the south side of the South Bridge crossing on Calumet Avenue, which is for the EJ&E. And it appears to have dropped a few inches over maybe 2.5 over the past few years. So what we were initially thinking is let's contact the original design engineer for that from 2003 and see what they could do for the town on your behalf. And then one of the things we were thinking about internally is, well, that's over 20-foot span, which county highway engineer has jurisdiction over that. So I talked to Dwayne, the highway engineer, today. He did confirm that is in the inventory. So he's out of town this week, but he's going to set up a meeting with staff in the next 2 weeks or so. And probably they'll talk about the 213th bridge, and then they can assign an engineer to look at what the updated inspection schedules are for those bridges, because they do them on a routine basis. And then they can give direction to figure out how we address that approach, because you have a bridge section, which is a clear span, and then there's 12-inch thick reinforced concrete approaches on the north and east, south side of each one of those. So it's a significant issue to be sure, but knowing the way the county operates, I think we're in good hands on their analysis. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have ordinances and resolutions. Be looking for approval of resolution 2025-24, authorizing the clerk treasurer to pay vendors electronically through the automatic clearinghouse.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-24, authorizing clerk treasurer to pay vendors electronically through ACH.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary?
Aye.
Jenna?
Aye.
Mary?
Aye.
Annette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Just so the council knows, now that this has been approved, we're gonna be making policies within my office. It's not gonna be for every transaction. It's gonna be for the big dollar amounts, 1,000, 150. And it's gonna be with vendors that we've had a relationship for 10 years, because I have to present them with a letter to get their banking information for us to put it into their banking, and usually most of them have their own checking account that they'll let these go into and then transfer to another account. Cause they're still, you gotta watch for the fraud with the ACHs. So what, we should be in line probably going full board in November, but thank you for approving this.
Thank you. No old business, no new business. I'll be looking for a motion to approve the Nice Engineering General Engineering Services proposal.
I'll make a motion to approve the Nice Engineering Services proposal.
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye. Next, item 2, we have our BZA variances. First up, I'll be looking for a motion to approve the special use petition for a drive-through at 919 Joliet Street.
I'll make a motion to approve the special use petition for the drive-through at 909 Joliet Street.
I'll second.
Oh, okay.
Go
But
ahead.
it's 919, but I'll second that. Yeah. So no, that's okay. I just want to do the right one.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes, just real quick, this is a special use, so the use of the property for commercial purposes is within that district. The special use is allowed with approval, so it's not a variance, which has been a misnomer throughout the process. The standard for a special use is lower than a variance. You don't have to show the 5 statutory factors. Special use is governed by our town code, which doesn't conform with the desired uses permitted in the district and the overall uniformity. If you have any questions, I can answer them. Otherwise, that's my comment.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye. Next, I'll be seeking approval for the special use petition for a drive-through at 1535 to 1545 Joliet Street.
I'll make a motion to approve the special use petition for a drive-through at 1535 to 1545 Joliet Street.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Same as before, this is a special use petition.
Will this gas station be 24 hours?
No, that's,
No.
yes, that's what it is. No, yeah.
No.
No,
Okay.
no. Is that right? Correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. Good question.
Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jen,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye. Any and all? A motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Voice vote?
Aye.
Call to order the September 18th, 2025 redevelopment meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Here.
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 Here. Next, we have citizen input. Do we have anyone that has citizen input? Citizen input. Anyone? No citizen input this week? Thank you. Next, we have a consent agenda. I'm seeking a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, which includes the minutes of the August 21st, 2025 redevelopment commission meeting, claims totaling $470,801.
So moved.
You have a second?
I'll second.
You have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hi.
Aye.
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 Hi. Next, we have the bid report, which is really important because we would like to entertain a motion to decline the bids that were given and to have it an authorizing a rebid.
I will make that motion.
Is it worded? Is that?
If you could,
Well, here, I would follow the
Okay.
parameters
Okay.
that are recommended. If you want to adopt them all, you can just say adopting the parameters as recommended by J&A Architects.
Okay,
And then that way it incorporates them.
is that acceptable?
Did we have a second for that?
I think he's gonna rephrase his
I
motion
second.
right now.
Yeah, so we need both the movement and the second to
Okay.
redo it.
We need a motion to,
I will make a motion to reject the bids as presented and authorize a rebid according to the parameters of JMAR.
do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hi.
Aye.
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 Aye. Last, we have the Lake Central in my mind, Central Park Detention Pond Fountain. Do you have any information on that?
No, you, as president requested that to be put on the agenda there.
Well, we were talking about putting that another fountain in, and we wanted to discuss, is this really necessary to put that fountain in? Or do we wait to extend that pond? I don't have any information on that, but I know it was discussed several times to put another fountain in. Does there anyone that wants to entertain that idea?
I think,
Fountain that's gonna be under construction.
no, so on the northeast corner of the property, there's a pond that has an aerator in it. At the park board, they entertained a citizen complaint that Justin received that it wasn't sufficiently distributing the algae and keeping it clean. Where it was mentioned that if they were to do something, they were going to need support from the RDC for funding of it.
Yeah.
I had mentioned at that point that it would fall in line under our fountain program. We have 3 fountains already in town. It would just be a 4th one, so it wouldn't be too much more for building services to take care of a fountain. So if it was supported at this level, we would see what kind of funding would be needed, probably to bring it back to you. Since it's end of the season, I would say we'd probably bring it back to you for installation at the springtime.
Okay, is there any interest in looking at this fountain?
Will there be a fountain put in both of those ponds, that other retention pond that they were talking about for the amphitheater? Will it have to be in both of them then?
It could be in both of them. You'd have to have some device for algae. If you're not gonna do a fountain,
Like some
it
kind of bubbling?
would be a bubbler. Like again,
The
the,
size of that one looked even bigger, the one on the.
yes.
east
Right.
side. So I think I have no idea what these cost, so.
They're depending on your scope of it, they're under $10,000, and the recommendation from building services is we have an unmatched pair at Faith Church because of the time that they were purchased.
Okay,
So the recommendation for building services is if we would buy a new one, they would put the matched pair at Faith Church, the newer one,
Ah.
and they would take one of the ones from there that's unmatched because it'd be a single fountain. So that then you'd have 2 matched at Faith, but at the time of the purchase of the one at Faith, it wasn't available to get the exact same one, so.
So then if we add one on the other side, it's not gonna be matched, so.
Dave, can I chime in real quick? I think
Yes, please.
there's some confusion here. The location we're talking about is adjacent to 213th Street. We're not talking at the interior of Central Park. It's
Oh,
over by the
okay.
north parking lot.
yeah,
Got it.
So there's not
All the way up
really
in the
matching
northeast
fountains.
corner.
Yeah, the very northern part of the park.
Got it. I'm on the same page now. Thank you, Justin.
But yes, any additional fountains in this one would be up to you guys once this park, the ponds are under construction in the middle of the park as well. So you're gonna need something, either a bubbler or a fountain.
yeah.
Right.
I was just wondering if it was included in the bid.
Oh, yeah, at this point, no.
Is there building services provide some sort of input about the algae? Is it, do they think that?
Right now, what we end up doing is we actually contract with product control. They actually provide a chemical agent that actually
Right.
that all down, and then they actually provide the actual installation and removal of that, and actual storage of those fountains and such each year.
So we're already paying a cost.
We're already paying the cost for that, correct?
Okay, so this.
But is the algae under control?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, again, they sprayed it, again, it's one of those things that's at Pheasant Hills and High Point, so
Right.
those are already done. And we could, do the same application at this location as well.
So to clarify, when she said is the algae under control, you're not currently treating this where this fountain is at,
That is, we're treating at High Point and Pheasant Hills only,
Okay.
but not at that.
but not at that location.
Okay.
I did go out there and examine the location they're talking about for the complaint, and I mean, the algae did seem like it was fine. It seemed like the aerator was functioning properly. This would just be if you would like to improve that area.
Right.
Okay, so we can really wait till the spring?
I think that was the
That would-
recommendation that town manager gave you, yeah.
Any other discussion? Any other business? You have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Thank you very